An independent educational consultant is somebody who specializes in school admissions, college admissions, graduate school admissions, who works with the families individually.
A typical admissions counselor at a high school, their caseloads are enormous, whereas an independent educational consultant is really dedicated to that student, your student.
So when I'm working with students, I can give them more time, I can give them more effort. It's definitely personalizing it for them, so it's meeting the student where they are.
Maybe a little bit different, and I really wanted to emphasize the morning right.
The approach I take in helping families figure out which colleges to consider is that they have to meet two criteria. One, they have to be a great academic and social fit for the student, but they also have to be smart financial options for the parents.
Where is a student going to be pushed but not shoved? Where is a student going to be happy and successful?
An IECA member travels miles and miles to make sure that they visit many colleges, many schools, to make sure that the family dream comes true.
For some families, particularly, say, an athlete or an artist or a conservatory student, there's really some nuances to the admission process.
I work with athletes a lot. There's a whole additional level of granularity, and frequently I'm working with students a little earlier in the cycle than when I work with non-athletes.
And with art students, you've got audition dates that you're managing and deadlines that they have that are separate from the college application deadline. So there's so many more dates and deadlines and all of that information that needs to be kept straight.
I think working with international students is a little bit different because many international families don't understand the nuances of the American education system.
All of these different nuances all become kind of part of the complete collection of what this student brings to the table. Every single student is unique, and we treat everyone as an individual student.
Families see the cost of a college and they say, no way I can afford that, but they don't yet know how they may be eligible to bring that cost down substantially. So I'm able to bring that information to them, and I think help make the search a lot less anxiety producing.
I know where the pitfalls are. I know where students have not been successful. And this is not so much about admission exactly. It's more about navigating the process.
So they need a little backup. They need someone to have as a sounding board and as guidance in that conversation.
I think one of the greatest services that IECs provide is helping families reduce the tension in this process. We all wish that this process was less stressful than it is, but the fact is it's a challenging time.
It may seem daunting at first, but what we do is we break it down into doable pieces. We chunk it out for you. We think about that whole phrase about how do you eat an elephant, one bite at a time. And that's just the way it is with the college application process, one step at a time.